Hello guys, welcome back to a new video. My name is Aina Raya. So today we're gonna play You Are Jeff Bezos. Okay, so we're gonna play a little silly funny game today. So let's go. So when you wake up this morning from unsettling dreams, you find yourself chained in your bed into a monstrous worm and you are Jeff Bezos. Okay. Jeff Bezos' employees are now your employees. His money is now your money. Nothing you say or do will convince anyone you are not Jeff Bezos. Even his closest friends and family. I mean, they don't know me, so... Should I go to the bathroom? Or I scream and sob with terror over this unnatural event, or I spend on... Okay, I think I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I want to see how I look. Okay, it takes you about 9 minutes to do all your business. You flush the toilet, because any game with a bathroom that does not allow you to flush the toilet is not a real game. Beast. In that 9 minutes, you, Jeff Bezos, make 540k. That's more than 9 times an American's average annual salary and 20 times the median salary of an Amazon employee. That's terrible. Yeah, it's kind of horrifying, isn't it? And I go to the bathroom again. You may be inhabiting the body of a 54-year-old, but that doesn't mean you need to pee again that quickly. It was a weird shot. Oh, wait. Bezos is only 54? Yeah, I was surprised too. Guess all the Botox injections in the world can't help you when you hit the tanning booth that much. Oh, yeah. Anyway, now that you've done your business, it's time to spend Jeff Bezos' money. Do I have to spend it? Can I invest it or hoard it or... No, you cannot invest it, keep it, or earn more of it. You can only spend it. But that's a really efficient way to use wealth. Sure, it's also true that no billionaire just sits on the giant pile of cash. Most of Bezos' wealth is abstracted into stocks, investments, and so forth. But that's not the scope of this simulation. This simulation is about spending all of Jeff Bezos' effing money. Okay, well, alright, let's go. So Jeff Bezos' current wealth is displayed on the left. So this is our money. Below are some things you might consider spending it on. So I have 156 trillion. Yeah. Repack Puerto Rico for only 139 billion. Or pay for a border wall and not build it. Pay personal taxes. Hire 100k new teachers for 4 years each, or end homelessness in United States for only 20 billion. I think I'm gonna pay my taxes first. Yeah, here's where we get into the dicey business of what personal worth is and how that translates to taxable income. Answer: it usually doesn't, because rich people are master frauds and charlatans who exploit loopholes in tax code to avoid paying for their fair share. Jeff Bezos is worth 156 billion. You're using the top tax bracket of 13.7% and paying out 57.272 billion of that. You pay 99%, but then this would be a very short simulator. Hooray for a simple math. I mean, if I'm a billionaire, and I know that billionaire gets their money in some unethical way, but if I were to be a billionaire, that's why I'm not a billionaire. I cannot. I have to live my life in a proper way with a principle. So, okay, maybe I'll end homelessness in United States. Yeah. You eliminate homelessness in the United States. Every person living in the US now has the guarantee of a roof over their head. This costs you 20 billion. or a trivial 12.8% of your starting net worth, you still have 78 billion. Okay, I'll also change that. Hire 100k new teachers. What else? Good job decimating a rich man's wealth so far, by the way. You've gone from $156 billion to a mere 78 billion in a few clicks of a button. If only you could manufacture guillotines this easily. Yeah, let them eat cake. For the billionaires, I mean. Find NASA for a year. Double every Amazon employee salary. Support 10k artists in residence for 4 years each. Abolish the Electoral College. Okay, for 380 million. Okay. That's not bad. Pay back taxes to the EU. I think I'm gonna support 10k artists because I'm an artist myself occasionally. You spend 2 billion funding 10,000 artists in residence at various museum, university and conservatories around the country. Each artist receives 50k a year for up to 4 years for allowing them to pursue creative endeavors unfettered by the oppressive shackles of capitalism. Your lawyers beg you to force the artist to wear a sponsored by Amazon badge on their shirts for every day of their residencies. Is the least the artist can do, they argue, in exchange for your generosity. You fire these lawyers and use their retainer fees to find a few more artists. Nice. It is nice. Fox News goes unexpectedly off air, citing existential difficulties. Time names you its person of the year. You decline that fair weather bull crap. Okay, I think I'm gonna. What is this? What is the Electoral College? And why is that need to be abolished? I'm gonna Google that. What is the Electoral College? What's on my phone? Electoral College, yeah. Okay, means a body of people representing the states of the US who formally cast votes for the election of the president and vice president. Oh, okay. A body of people, like a board of people that representing states of US cast votes for the election of president and vice president. So the majority 270 electoral votes is required to elect the president. A body of representatives empowered to formally select a candidate for a specific office. I think we should double every Amazon employee salary first. Yeah. You double the median Amazon worker salary from poverty level 28k. They only make 28k. Oh my god, minimum wage per year to 56k. Okay, that's better. Per year, much closer to the US average. Your employees are able to lead lives with slightly more dignity. While you're at it, you implement progressive policies getting rid of time, bathroom breaks, and those hilariously anti-union videos you've been forcing your employees to watch. Okay. The cost of this to you is so negligible, I'm not even going to bother it. Okay, cool. What's next? Buy Twitter and delete his account. I can buy Twitter with only 50 billion. But I only left with 60 billion now. I think I'm gonna abolish the Electoral College, like establish democracy in the country. Strictly speaking, the only thing necessary to abolish the United States Electoral College is the vote and ratification of 3/4 of the of the Union or 38 states, and politicians are very cheap to achieve. Dang. And every Senate seat costs 10 million, but you can win over sitting senators for less than that. The House is a trickier proposition thanks to sheer numbers, but all you really need to do to make the whole thing work is convince Republicans that abolishing a slavery era system and transitioning to a popular vote for major elections would totally own the lips. Sorry, not sorry, Hamilton. That's cool. Bill and Melinda Gates sent a kind yet concerned greeting card asking if perhaps you would like a little advice on how to spend money on poors, but in a moderate way. You burn it. Nice. I love this game so far. Wait. Do I hear something? Do you hear something? Okay. A loud crack fills the room as finally your frantic family members and several bodyguards manage to break down the door to your bedroom. A few of your burlier relatives pin you down and take away your laptop. Please, Uncle Bezos begs a doe-eyed child, who is probably actually not your nibbling, crumbly, gibbly tears falling down their cheeks as you are tied to a chair. You've left us with a mere $60 billion. I don't want to read the whole thing. Mother says we'll be ever so destitute if you do not cease your ratchet spending. Do Jeff Bezos' extended family speak like the Dickens characters? They do here. What do you say to the child? Sit them down and patiently explain why being a billionaire is immoral, or show them Twitter that end up just as socialist and you take less effort on your end. But kids shouldn't be on Twitter unless they're 17 and 18 above, to be honest. But then sit them down and patiently explain why being a billionaire is immoral. Okay. With your arms tied behind your back, you are left gesturing with your head, asking the sniffling snot-nosed cherub to take a seat on your knee. They do, and while your family and hired strong men rifle through your belongings trying to find a way to undo your recent financial transactions, you launch into your best, most heartfelt, age-appropriate lecture on ethics. It is light on theory and heavy on comparisons, but you manage to get across that in a world of such wealth as ours, for a select few to hold on to the vast majority of that wealth, whether they earn it or not, while other stuff is neglecting our moral duty to one another. The child listens quietly and frowns. Look, you say, finally, just watch The Good Place. I haven't watched The Good Place yet, but I hate people saying that it's a good show. Well, that show took a while to reach a pretty basic media recommendation, and unfortunately, in the meanwhile, you've earned $10 million. So 10 million? 10 million? Is that 10 million? But why? But why? Why? Maybe it would have been better to leave the child rearing to social media. Alright, enough of this. Time to spend more of Jeff Bezos' effing money. So you flex your shiny bicep as hard as you can. The ropes binding you to the chair literally burst into so many shreds of ham. You stand, using a leg of the chair to beat back several bodyguards and disrupt adult airs. When you see a path open, you take it, fleeing into the city streets, only with your bathrobe, a phone, and a small laptop. Okay, I can do this. After escaping onto the subway, you spare a quick glance at your bank balance and find it still too large for your taste. So, should we find 10 animal rescues for 4 years for only 200 million? Okay. Build 10 new public libraries. Yes. 150 million. I love books, so that would be a good thing. Benefits to the public. Finance 100 indie games for 100 million. That's not bad. Reboot Mythbusters. Oh! Pay off 1,000 graduate students loan for 57.6 million. Fix the Flint water crisis. What's Flint water crisis? I'm not from the US, so I don't know. I think for my first charity is to pay off 1k graduate students loan, because I'm a fresh grad myself. The average graduate student has 57,600 in loan debt. Your friends are anything but average, of course, but you also probably don't have 1,000 of them. So 57.6 million should cover you either way, plus a few hundred strangers. Good. You spend any leftovers organizing a game studies conference, including covering transportation and hotel expenses for all speakers. Todd Harper does the opening keynote, and Matty Bryce oversees the wine tasting session. No speakers over the age of 45. Who's Todd Harper and Matty? I don't know them. I should Google them later. So you hold up in a dimly cafes where no one will question why Jeff Bezos is here in his barrow working on a laptop. To help ensure their silence, you pay the college educations of the 3 baristas on duty. Okay, 303,000. You also tip well, because labor should be adequately compensated regardless of whether a service worker goes the extra mile for you. So 200, so I tip them $200. Okay, because I like to read, so I'm gonna build 10 new public libraries. Yeah, the cost of a new public library can vary, but $15 million gets you a relatively fancy one. So obviously $150 million gets you 10 fancy ones. Yes. Any reminder ought to go toward maintaining the library since you built them and all. Yeah, books are good. Yes. People should read. A barista with a lip ring and an Imperator Furiosa tattoo brings you a second coffee. They tell you that what you're doing now doesn't make up for the years you, Jeff Bezos, have spent exploiting your workers and destroying rival businesses. You agree wholeheartedly, since it's not like they'll believe you if you explain you're just a rando stuck in Jeff Bezos' gross, plastinated body. Now, reboot Mythbusters. Mythbusters was a part of my childhood, to be honest. So, or I find 10 animal rescues for 4 years. I love animal. I have cats. Or what? Finance 100. I think we can do all of this. I'm gonna reboot Mythbusters first. This isn't necessarily a good use of Jeff Bezos' money, but you really like the older season of Mythbusters that were basically Jackass for nerds. The golden era of Adam Savage burning off his eyebrows and sticking his mouth into vacuum motors. You reboot the series for a limited 1 season run with the original cast to air commercial free and subscription free on a bespoke online streaming service. The show tests all the myths that were originally vetoed because of corporate meddling, like RFIDs in credit cards and hunting dogs with pumpkins. Anything left over from the $60 million budget will go toward reproducing that one time the Mythbusters blew up a cement truck with dynamite, now probably captured on a high-speed camera. Ooh. Science! Yes! So sirens outside, you learn from the TV that there is warrant out for your arrest. Why? For suspicion of fraud, which under the circumstances seems hilarious, your barista Alice shutter the blinds to the already darkened coffee shop. They decide to switch off the news and put on anime instead. Oh, that's nice. That reminds you, let's bankroll second season of Manly Girls Nozaki-kun. I don't know that. I don't watch anime. I'm gonna finance 100 indie games for 100 million. Let's be real. There are two kinds of independent games, the ones made by former AAA devs, which often run into the millions and usually require outside investment and stuff like this built in twine. So postulating that you can fund 100 indie games for 1 million each is some wild ass math. But let's say you find 10 of those bigger games by industry veterans and use the rest to support 200 small indies, or maybe you don't fund any Kickstarter games and instead donate every last cent to your favorite avant-garde glitch girl. Whatever you want, babe, it's your Jeff Bezos money. Yeah, take that indie apocalypse. Okay. One of the barista has given you away. It was an accident. They forgot they left location data on while tweeting on the Bezos is Bay hashtag. Bezos is Bay. Before you know it, you have the entire local police force at the cafe's front door. You scan your list for something quick to spend of Jeff Bezos money on while the baristas arrange for your escape through the back. Oh, that's so nice. Okay, there is no time. I think there is no time. What should I find? This is all good. I think I'm gonna find. Oh, there's no time. There's no time. I want to run first. You and your barista accomplices race through the city's back streets, cunningly avoiding police blockades and Amazon local locations. Twice you are nearly cut down by weaponized delivery drones, but you manage to dive out of their firing range just in time. The drone record you as KIA. What is KIA? In their online tracking system anyway, thus buying you a precious few minutes. Huddled behind a dumpster, you find the barista with the lip ring has sustained a deep cut to their arm. Aww. Promise to pay the barista's hospital bill, or use your cleanest 100 bills to dress the wound. I think I'm gonna go to the hospital. Yeah. You inform the barista that you will cover their medical expenses if that cut gets any worse. They give you a sour look and say nothing. No! It's clear they aren't impressed. Well, okay, let's try to reach the sewers first. It's no use, the sewers aren't all that spacious, and also manhole covers are really heavy. No, the police catch up to you while you are swearing and nursing your stubbed toe. Maybe you should have run out of your luxury apartment wearing something sturdier than slippers. You and your 3 barista allies are arrested on the spot. No. Oh. So you and your college-age accomplices are each charged with resisting arrest, the most fascist bullcrap charge. Additionally, you are charged with 1 count of destabilizing capitalism. What the hell is that? Why the 3 baristas are charged with pirating anime? Bullcrap. Okay, bribe the cops to let the barista go, or pay bail for baristas and everyone else in the city jail system. I mean, I have money. Pay bail. You pay the cash bill for your 3 coffee making accomplices as well as the entire jail population of the city, about 12,000 people. The police catching wise put your own bail at an absolutely unheard of 59. Oh, dang, they want all my money. There's no way anyone would pay that. Demand to see my lawyer. Yeah, because you're a white and wealthy. Yes, white privilege is a real thing. The law works different for you. You are granted a phone call to your lawyer. Unfortunately, you don't know the number to Jeff Bezos' lawyer or even who they are. You recall talking to some lawyers, but you're pretty sure you fired those. You realize that if you're going to do anything with this one phone call, it should be something to try to get rid of as much of your remaining well as possible. What do you spend Jeff Bezos' money on? Donate everything to the National Education Association, or donate all you have left toward rebuilding Puerto Rico? What happened in Puerto Rico? I don't know much about Puerto Rico. I should read on that. Give it all to NASA. Put everything toward fixing the Flint water crisis. I don't know about the crisis. Pay for your anime, or effing keep it. I'll represent myself. I think I'm gonna keep it and represent myself. Unfortunately, no amount of legal self-defense can overcome a charge like high treason by undermining capitalism. You are found guilty on all counts and sentenced to the harshest punishment society can bestow upon a wealthy white man. Go on, guess what is it? What it is? Okay. Yeah, it's effing nothing. You get a suspended sentence and a handshake from the judge. Sorry, did you forget you were Jeff Bezos? I don't. Because Jeff Bezos is one not pretentious, I would say one powerful man. It could be pretentious, I don't know him on a personal level. But yeah, let's go. Yeah. Outside on the courthouse steps, your legions of admirers greet you with the results of their GoFundMe campaign put together to cover the legal fees you didn't actually incur. Peter Thiel is there to personally present you with the check. Who's Peter Thiel? When you see the value, or the blood drains from your face. The check is for 156 billion. Around you, your supporters and fellow billionaires cheer. Somewhere in the crowd, a gaggle of college libertarians strike up a chord of we shall overcome. You weep. The tears flow freely down your face. Peter misinterprets your reaction as gratitude and wraps you up in a massive warm hug. I weep because I get money, not because, I was honored that someone rescued me or something. Dang it! You are still Jeff Bezos. Nah. Okay. Let's try again. I'm gonna do a different option. Yeah. I scream and sob with over this unnatural event. You spend some time howling and tearing at your flesh with unfamiliar hands. It doesn't do any good. You are still Jeff Bezos. So before this I get bad end. How do I get a good end? How do I end this? I'm no expert, but you may find a way back to your real body if you spend all of Jeff Bezos' money, thus disintegrating his physical form. Fine, but do I have to spend it? But why that doesn't make any sense. It does not. Look, waking up in the body of Billionaire doesn't make much sense either, but this is what we have to work with. Believe me, it's not too unpleasant or too pleasant from this end either. Anyway, even if spending all of Jeff Bezos' money doesn't get you back where you're supposed to be, you'll still be the hero who spent all of Jeff Bezos' money. But there are so many smarter ways to use Jeff Bezos' money. I could invest it. Okay, I can only spend it. Alright. So I'm gonna repair Puerto Rico. So I have 17 billion. You repair every ounce of damage Hurricane Maria has done to Puerto Rico. It will still take some time to enact repairs, but nothing can be done to bring back the thousands of lives lost due to federal negligence. But the island is at last on its way to real recovery. At $139 billion, this action represents roughly the limit of your personal wealth. So good thinking getting this one out of the way first. There are still some smaller things you can take care of though. Great, let's see them. You get a phone call from your personal line from your main financial advisor. Apparently distressed, you ignore it. Nice. What else? Because I only have 17 billion, so I cannot go. I use it to repair Puerto Rico. Good job decimating a rich man's well so far, by the way. Okay. That's the same thing. I think I'm gonna double every, so I will left with a little. Yeah, double every Amazon employee salary. I only have 1 billion. Oh, yeah, 1 billion. You double the K. This is the same thing. So cool. What's next? Okay, I declined that fair weather bull crap. I haven't paid back taxes to the EU, so let's see. Let's do that. You pay Amazon's back taxes to the European Union, a trivial 293 million or 263 million euro. And that's enough to host Eurovision 8 times. Wow, that's nice. Can't beat Lordy, who's Lordy. Okay, what next? The squatter in the White House goes on an unhinged Twitter rant, branding you a communist, democrat, fascist with small genitals who is ruining the economy. He calls for your execution. Squatter in White House. Are you saying it's Donald Trump? I'm gonna abolish the electoral college. Yeah, same thing. Sorry, not sorry, Hamilton. Okay, do I hear something? This is the same thing. Bill and Melinda Gates send me card. Okay, this is the same thing. My extended family came. Before this, I sit them down. I'm gonna show them Twitter this time. You love to show the chai Twitter on your own, but tired as you are, you are left with pointing towards the nearest unintended phone with your big toe. You give your young relative a list of accounts to follow. Within 30 minutes, they are an expert on both Communist Manifesto and pro wrestling. Okay, my work here is done. Back to spending Jeff Bezos' money. Okay. I mean, I still have 527 million. I'm gonna finance with rescue 10 animal. I find 10 animal rescues for 4 years. Okay, for $5 million a year each, these aren't your run-of-the-mill animal shelters. These are full featured rescues focused on providing for abused former circus animals and exotic pets. Oh, that's nice. You know, those videos testing where the tigers will sit in boxes and get high off catnip? That's the kind of rescue you're funding. That's the good times roll. Okay. You hold up in a dimly lit cafe where no one will question. This is the same thing. So to help ensure the silence, you pay college educations of 3 baristas on duty, $303,000. You also tip well. Same thing. So I have $326 million. I'm gonna build 10 new libraries, public libraries. Okay, the same thing. Books are good. Second coffee, I believe. Okay, this is the same thing from earlier. So I'm gonna pay off student loan. Okay. No speakers over the age of 45. Your barista Ella shutter the blinds. Okay. I'm gonna finance 100 million indie games. So I have $19 million. This is the same thing. Okay, there's no time. I'm gonna use my cleanest $100 bills to dress the wound because I do this is not well. It's gone bad. You literally throw money at the problem and tape together 10 printer fresh $100 bills end to end, using them as a makeshift bandage around the barista's wound. They grimace. It's not a great way to dress a kite, but it's probably better than nothing, and they appreciate the fact you're trying at least. Alright, make a break for the sewers. no use. This is the same thing from earlier. So you and your college have the same thing. I don't have this money, so bribe the cops to let the baristas go for 1 million. So the cops don't so much bet an eye. Before accepting your terms, they undo the 3 barista handcuffs and quietly destroy the forms they had started to fill out. The 3 baristas play into the night of to brew coffee and create latte foam art for many happy days to come. One of them, the one with the lip ring, looks back over their shoulders only once, locking eyes with you from where you still sit in the back of the squad car. Then they're gone. Dang. Off to jail, I guess. Okay. And in processing, your bill is set at outrageous 18. Okay, the total current word that I have. So I'm gonna pay the bill. So I have 0. Good. Well, apparently one person would pay a bill like that, and that person is you, Jeff Bezos. There's a bit of more paperwork involved, and of course a lot of waiting, but at the end of it, you are free. You walk down the front steps of the jail, brushing dirt from your bathrobe, bombarded left and right by cameras and journalists of every stripe. A car waits for you, not your end. It's Elon Musk. I hate him. Elon Musk personal Tesla, and he's very cross with you right now. Why? What's wrong? Get in the car, right? You ride in silence for several miles. So, okay, Elon says at last, eyes straight ahead, voice even. That was a hell of a bender you went on today, my friend. Did I say at the beginning you would return to your original body after you spent all of Jeff Bezos' money? Yeah, you said that. That was actually a wild guess. When you effed it up by blowing everything you had left on your own well-being rather than someone else. Or maybe you were always doomed to remain in a gross middle-aged man's body no matter what you did. Yeah, you say absently with Jeff Bezos' vocal cords. Don't worry, Elon assures you. He sounds kind and pathetic. I have been in your shoes, the boy says. What? You wonder about the implications of that? We can totally start a GoFundMe for you now. For what? Because I have 0 money. So what's the good end then? Credits. Okay. Oh, okay. Not to be treated as a serious resource for money, numbers, or financial advice if you are indeed Jeff Bezos. Let's be honest, this game is mostly just a thought experiment. A lot of the numbers here are totally fake. I know, it's a game. Based on cursory internet searches and should be taken with a large grain of salt. Works reference, not mobile friendly. Oh, that's good. How much does it cost to host? No wonder. Eurovision Song Contest, and is it worth it? Puerto Rico estimate it will cost 139 billion. Oh, okay. How much does it cost to win a seat in Congress? This is a well-made game, even though it's very simple. It looks simple, but it's funny. I like it. US could end homelessness with money used to buy Christmas decorations. Okay, Plains crisis can be fixed with 55 million in new pipes. After public backlash, Nestle will give clean more water. Okay, how much does it cost to buy a Senet seat? Less than you think. Europe hits Amazon with tax bill of nearly 300 million. Is tacky student loan for graduate school worth it? Border wall could cost 3 times estimate, Senate Democrats report says. Amazon is defined by billions and millions. Median salary is 28. No wonder. Okay, that's good to know. Where do our federal tax dollars go? Center on budgets and policy priorities. Dirty deeds done cheap. Anime insiders share how much producing a season costs. Here's how much it costs for Elon Musk to launch a SpaceX rocket. Okay, why Amazon should buy Twitter? What's the price for a college education? Cool. Okay, back to start. Well, I get bad end and a neutral end. How do I get a good end? I'm gonna try to get... I spend all his effing money. Okay, this is my money. I'm gonna pay for the border wall and not build it. Oh, you pay for the US-Mexico border wall. High-end estimates place construction cost at 70 billion. And after the deal is done, you send all the workers on paid holiday and donate construction materials to actually worthy projects around the country. Any leftover funds are put toward dismantling ICE. Ooh, good. Nice. That's a good pun. Okay, I get a phone call. It's the same thing. I'm gonna end homelessness. I'm gonna hire 100 new teachers. Okay, you hire 1,000 new teachers for median salary of 58k, covering their salary for the first 4 years of their hire. This comes in at around 22.4 billion for you, or about a third of the annual US education budget. In an interview, Betsy DeVos, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, praises your actions as the free market in action. In response, you lure her off to a remote area in the upper Midwest, promising to show her a designer mansion with 5 different styles of windows. When she gets there, all she finds is an abandoned shack without plumbing and a distinct lack of yards. Nice. A++. Dang, Mark Zuckerberg unfriends you. An architect of the Iraq war is penning an op-ed in a newspaper you do not control, explaining why your actions are consistent with neoliberalism and there is no cause for alarm. Okay. Peter Thiel knocks tentatively at your door, asking if there isn't something you like to maybe get a coffee and talk about. You ignore him. Okay, what else? I have 43 billion. Yeah. Should I fund NASA? I think I'm gonna double the salary first. Yeah, cool. What's next? So I pay back my taxes to EU. Yeah, I haven't done that. So yeah. Yeah, I did that before. Yeah. Okay, I fund NASA for a year. Okay, rather than you squander your money on a private space flight vanities, you put a solid $20 billion towards public astronautics, equal to NASA's annual budget. Mitch McConnell calls you, thanking you for saving Congress the trouble of paying for that society of eggheads. Wait, he called them that society of eggheads? For a year, you make very clear that the $20 billion is in addition to its federal allotment, and any attempt on Congress' end to slash the budget next year will mean all Congress people are banned forever from your private space cruises. This is a lie, of course. You've already dismantled your private space agency, and once Grimes, I love her music, but her as a person is like grey area for me. I don't know. Convince Elon it's the 420 millennial thing to do. He'll follow suit as well. I mean, Grimes is cool, so yeah. But then they're not together at all now. Oh my god, I'm sorry. My dust cover for my keyboard fall down. If there's a noise recorded, yeah. Only going forward because we can't find reverse. Okay, it's the same thing. I'm gonna support 10,000 artists. Okay, nice. Abolish the electoral weight. Finally, assassins have showed up. double the assassin's fee to pay them to assassinate their clients instead. Ooh, tempting. I'm gonna do that. 500 million to counter assassinate some people is probably budgeting a little high. Assassinations are cheaper than you think. You spend the leftover funds pushing through progressive gun control legislation. You know what's even cheaper to buy than assassins? Politicians. If only some rich person with good moral compass would buy out Congress. Hey, wait. Okay, this is my family, extended family. I'm gonna show them Twitter. Okay, my work here is done. I have like $5 billion. I'm gonna fix the Flint water crisis because I haven't done that before. We completely renovate the deteriorated water system of Flint, Michigan, freeing its residents from corporate self-dom to Nestle. This sets you back all of $55 million or less than the cost of a single SpaceX rocket. Literally, this should have happened years ago already. So now I have 4 billion, and then I paid the college education of the 3 baristas. So I'm gonna pay off graduate students loan. I'm gonna finance 100 indie games. I'm gonna build 10 new public libraries. Fund animal rescue for 4 years. Let the good times roll. And then I use my cleaners $100 bills to rest the wound and make a break for the sewers. Alright, okay. Pay bill for the barista, or should I bribe the cops? Because this doesn't end well for me. Wait, it doesn't end well for me either. So I think I'm gonna pay bill for the baristas and everyone else in the jail system. Then unheard of 4K. I'm gonna pay the bill, or should I demand to see my lawyer? I did that before, but I didn't have any lawyer. I fired them all, so I represent myself. But I still have 4 billion, so I'm gonna pay the bill. Okay. Alah, the Elon Musk came. Same, I get the neutral end. Wait, oh, okay. Oh, I can change that. So, demand to see my lawyer. I have 4 billion. Before this, I keep it. I will represent myself. Pay for your anime. Pay off as much as you can of your taxes. Or donate all you have towards rebuilding Puerto Rico. Pay for your anime. Can I donate all I have left towards rebuilding Puerto Rico? Okay, you donate everything you have left towards rebuilding Puerto Rico. The sum is significant and goes some ways toward the island's recovery. It won't fix everything, but it helps. And you can be sure the funds won't go to waste. After finishing your phone call, return quietly to your cell. If #Bezos is still trending on Twitter, you're sure someone is raising money for your legal fees right now, but you absolutely refuse to use it. There is nothing more that you can do for now. So wait. Okay, you wait. There is little else to do. You sit and contemplate your admittedly brave assistant as Jeff Bezos, the unimaginable where you struggled to spend, the problems that lay outside even your ability to fix. Was it really worth anything at all to rid the world of one man's billions? Was this the best you could do? With this thought in your head, you lie down on your hard-tail bunk and slowly you drift off to sleep. Okay, I go to sleep. No! When you wake up this morning from unsettling, then you find yourself changing into, why am I Elon Musk? What is this plot twist? I don't want to be Elon Musk. Oh, true. So how many endings? I get bad ending, neutral ending, true ending. What is the good ending then? Well, I'm gonna end this video. This is a journey, quite a journey. And yeah, I wish I have that much money to help other people. If I have $156 billion, that's just weird for me. And that's a lot of money, and that's a lot of people out to get me. Because rich people isn't safe. They know they have people, stalkers and all that. Even celebrities have stalkers, paparazzi and all that. I think this is the same with Billionaire, except Billionaire is not as attractive as the celebrities. So maybe people use hitman assassins to kill the billionaires, but it's hard to do because the billionaire have money to hire bodyguards. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. You can try this game out yourself and laugh to yourself like I did in this video. And stay awesome. Take it easy. Bye bye.